tomorrow and Sunday. I don't think it's supposed to rain Saturday though.
Okay.
But ladies and gentlemen, before we get to our guest, I want to let you know that we would like for you to call into the show to ask him a question if you have a question. Our guest is actually a former NFL football player. He played for the Indianapolis Colts. He played for the Atlanta Falcons, among other teams. He's also known in Ring of Honor Wrestling. He's also known in PWX, Premier Wrestling Experience. I corrected that. Premier Wrestling Experience. He's known there as Moose. And right now, without further ado, let's bring on our guest at this time. He is Moose.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Good afternoon. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
Very good.
Doing good. Thanks for being on today, Moose.
Nah, thanks for having me, man.
Oh, you're very welcome, sir. What inspired you to be a athlete?
Honestly, so I can hang out with my friends.
Okay.
Simple as that. Like, I wish I could give you a better answer than that, but I just wanted to. All my friends, I was in high school. All my friends was playing football, and I just wanted to hang around with the crew, so I decided to play football. So.
Well,
is that where you got your Moose nickname?
No, I didn't get the nickname Moose until I got drafted to the Falcons, and actually Michael Vick gave it to me my rookie year.
Oh, wow. Fans, I think I forgot to give you the number to call in. I got so excited. But the number to call in is 773-897-6289, and you can press 1 to be in the host's view, and we will get you on to speak to Moose if you have a question. What was it like for you being on the Atlanta Falcons, Moose?
It was fun. I mean, my 7 years of playing in the NFL, that was definitely the team I had the most fun with. And I mean, it was great times.
Awesome. Yeah. As you know, we're me and my co-host Harold. That's our home team, the Atlanta Falcons, because we're also from Georgia ourselves. So hopefully next football season, the Falcons can make it to the playoffs and hopefully win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that would be awesome if they could do that. Definitely.
Now, you played with the Patriots and the Colts and the Rams. Did you have the same number? Like, you know how lots of guys, they like to have their same number when they go to different teams. Did you always have your same number, or did you have like different numbers?
I had the same number that I had when I was in college, and I had the number 69, which that's the same number I had in high school when I played. When I got drafted by the Falcons, somebody already had number 69, so I had to use weird number 76. But then when I went to the Patriots and the Colts and the Rams, I got my number back, which was 69.
Oh, okay.
I've always had 69. The only team I didn't have 69 with was with the Falcons.
Okay. And you played on special teams at first. Am I correct?
No, I never really played much special teams in my NFL career.
Oh, okay. Just it was offensive line? It was just offensive line, was your?
Yeah, offensive line, yeah.
Oh, okay.
When you were with the Indianapolis Colts, I got to ask you because I have always been a huge fan of Eli Manning and Peyton Manning. How was it for you working with Peyton Manning?
It was cool for the times he was there. The year I played with the Colts, Peyton didn't play that whole year. He practiced a couple of times, but he never played because that was the year he had the neck fusion. So,
okay.
He didn't play much. That was actually his last year with the Colts, the year I played with the Colts.
Okay.
Was you were on the team though, the New England Patriots, when Tom Brady was leading that team, correct?
Yeah.
And did they go to the Super Bowl when you were with them, or?
No, we definitely thought we was going to the Super Bowl. I mean, we was 14-2 going into the playoffs, winning 12 games straight, and we lost the first round game of the playoffs.
Oh, okay. All right. I remember that.
Now, when you were with the Colts, was Tony Dungy your coach at the time? And if he was, how was it for you being coached by Tony Dungy? Because as I know, Tony Dungy wrote a book about his son's life because he lost his son at an early age. Can you tell us a little bit about how that was, if he was your coach when you were with the Colts?
Tony Dungy actually wasn't my coach.
Oh, he wasn't?
It was the guy after him, which I can't even think of his name right now. He's the head coach of the Detroit, of the Lions right now. I can't really think of his name, but and he was a great coach. Pretty upfront guy. Loved his players, and I mean, he was a great guy.
How was it when you played college football? You played for Syracuse, is that correct?
Yeah.
How is it like transitioning? I know you're a wrestler now, but you're going from college football to pro football. Was that a big change for you?
Yeah, definitely. The difference between each level of football you play is just the speed of the game. From college to high school, it gets a little faster, and from the pros to college, it gets even more faster. So that's the biggest difference you would notice from high school to college, and from college to the NFL.
Okay.
Now, I've often wondered this. How tall are you, Moose?
6'5".
Wow. And I know seeing you on TV and in Premier Wrestling Experience as well as Ring of Honor. You're quite the force to be reckoned with, they say. I want to ask you though. I know that you were trained by Mr. Hughes to be a pro wrestler. Can you tell the fans how that came about?
Yeah, I played 7 years in the league, and like during my 5th or 6th year in the league, one of those, I don't really remember. I mean, I've loved wrestling all my life, and I've been a big fan of it. And any of my teammates could tell y'all that's all I talked about. And especially if you talk to James Laurinaitis with the Rams, that's all we both talked about when we was there. And it was great being on the team with him because he was one of the guys I know I could go to talk to about wrestling. And yeah, but when I was my last year in the NFL, when I was with the Rams, I guess my head wasn't in football anymore, but I was still trying to like hang on to. I mean, I don't know why I was hanging on, but my head definitely wasn't in it. I was thinking about ways to get into wrestling, and James definitely helped me a lot with that. And when I got released by the Rams, I decided to go back home to Georgia and find some wrestling schools in the area. And when I looked it up, the only one that I really found was WWA4, which happened, my luck, to be a great fight. I mean, a great school to train at. Have such talents as Uha Nation that trained there, and A.R. Fox and Jonathan Gresham, and I mean the name just goes on and on. So that's how I started.
For the fans that don't know, I believe when you said James Laurinaitis, you're referring to Animal from the Road Warrior's son. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. That's actually Animal from the Road Warrior's son, folks. If you have a question for Moose, please call in at 773-897-6289 and press 1, and we'll get you on the phone.
Now, I also know you went to some WWE, training camps or seminars and stuff like that. That's
actually how I got looked at by Ring of Honor. And just by the way, if any of you guys any wrestlers are listening to this podcast or this interview, and you want to make it a Ring of Honor, I'm telling you now from experience, and it's not a bullshit talk. It's just experience because I've been through it. The only way Ring of Honor is going to look at you guys is by going to the seminar, and if you look at the track record of the seminars, all the names that's been signed from the seminar, you got myself, you got Tommaso Ciampa, you got Bobby Fish, you got Michael Elgin, Matt Taven, Michael Bennett. All these guys, the only reason they got signed to Ring of Honor was because they came to the tryout and they stood out. So if any wrestlers is listening to this interview, please take it's only $250, or I don't even think it's that much.
Mhm.
Pay for it, go to the seminar, show them what you have, and it's also a great learning experience. Like, I mean, I'm already with Ring of Honor, and I'm going to the seminar this weekend to see what I could learn. So, I mean, it's a great learning experience, and, I mean, that's pretty much how I got started at Ring of Honor. I did a seminar, and they saw in me what I didn't see in myself, and they liked me, and a year later, I'm wrestling for Ring of Honor.
Wow. What exactly is the top prospect tournament that they have been doing on Ring of Honor? I've been really enjoying it, but what exactly is that, the top prospect tournament?
I mean, it's just one of those things. It's pretty much all the standouts that came to the seminar.
Okay.
All the standouts that came to the seminar, they run a tournament to see who could perform the best, I guess. And they do it every year. So, and I think usually the guy who wins the tournament gets a Ring of Honor contract.
Awesome.
Speaking of the WWE, though, I had heard a few times that you were close to signing a deal with the WWE for developmental to go to NXT. Was there any truth to any of those rumors?
Man, I have no idea about that. I hear the same things. I don't know where people get their information, how they get the information, but
Okay.
I haven't signed a contract with WWE. I'm with Ring of Honor right now, and that's the only way I can answer that.
Okay. I just heard that a few times myself, and I was curious about that.
Now I've seen several of your matches, Moose. I've seen you in Premier Wrestling Experience against Chip Day. That was an awesome matchup. I've seen you at the last pay-per-view that Premier Wrestling Experience put on, Rise of a Champion 10. It was actually celebrating 10 years of the company, against Billy Brash for the ITV title, and I saw how Billy Brash got out of that by handing you the belt, and of course the referee thought that you had the belt, so they disqualified you from the match. And then recently I seen you on Ring of Honor, and the pay-per-view, and it was winner take all, and you went against Mark Briscoe and dominated that match. I want to ask you though, Moose, who do you hope to face next in Premier Wrestling Experience and Ring of Honor?
In Premier Wrestling Experience, I mean, I guess, why not? That answer is actually easy. That's actually easy question to answer. Both the champs. I mean, with PWX, I would love to face Cedric Alexander for his title, and in Ring of Honor, Jay Briscoe. I mean, he's a world champ. He has what I want, and same with Cedric. So.
Well, I know that this coming Saturday, PWX will be putting on another pay-per-view. Will you be a part of that?
Oh, say that one more time. I didn't hear it.
This coming Saturday, I know that Premier Wrestling Experience will be putting on another pay-per-view. Will you be a part of that?
No, I won't be there this weekend. I'm like I said, I'm going to the Ring of Honor seminar this weekend.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
I won't be able to make that.
Okay.
How was it when you made your debut for Dragon Gate Wrestling in 2014?
That was a great. That was definitely a great experience. That right there probably was one of the companies that put me on the map. Not saying that Ring of Honor didn't, but that's where I got my first chance at. Was with Dragon Gate, with Gabe Sapolsky, and so that was definitely a fun experience. Luckily, I became good friends with some of the guys on their roster, and it was all around great.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on Bill Goldberg? As you know, Bill Goldberg, he came into professional wrestling out of the Atlanta Falcons and stuff, and I don't only want to know your thoughts on Bill Goldberg, but I also want to know if in that time frame when Goldberg debuted, you were in professional wrestling yourself, do you think things would have been different with Goldberg's career if you and Goldberg would have been face to face in that time frame?
Oh man, that's kind of like I don't think it would make a difference if I wrestled him or if I was around, if he was around. I mean, Bill Goldberg is not the greatest football player to cross over to wrestling. If he's not the greatest, he's definitely one of them. He's in the talks with whoever you can name. I mean, he's the guy that paved it for guys like myself to come into wrestling from another sport. So I don't think me wrestling him or me being around when he wrestled would have changed anything. He still would have been the man. I mean, he's great. I mean, I look up to him.
Oh yeah, he did some he did some awesome things. I mean, I can't even. I could sit here all day and tell you all the stuff that that he's accomplished in wrestling, and I mean, I can't even. I can't even do that because there's so many accomplishments that he made.
Right.
Moose, do you have any thoughts on wrestlers now? And it's been doing it a little while now, crossing over from MMA or vice versa. You have any thoughts on this?
No, I mean whatever makes them happy. I mean, I see CM Punk is doing it. Wish him all the luck. I mean, that's his passion. I mean, who am I to say that he's stupid for it? I mean, if you look at it, I did the same thing. I gave up on one sport to chase my passion in another, and he's doing the same thing. So God bless him, and hopefully he kicks somebody's ass in his first fight. I know I'll be watching.
Yeah, a lot of us will be.
Do you think that you and Samoa Joe will go one-on-one in Ring of Honor?
I certainly hope we go one-on-one. I mean, honestly, I met Samoa Joe for the first time the night before the pay-per-view, and he sat me down, and this was a surreal moment. He sat me down and told me he was a fan of my work, and he also gave me a whole bunch of tips to make my work even better, and I respect him dearly for it, and I'm a big freaking Samoa Joe fan. So that was definitely a surreal moment. It's almost like I was dreaming. I was like, did I just have a dream that Samoa Joe was giving me tips? But that was actually real life. It was, but I mean, I would love to step into the ring with a legend like himself. I mean, that will only make me better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I tell you what, I think a match between you two would definitely bring in ratings and money, because I mean you got the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe, and you got you, which is Moose, undefeated, never been beat to my knowledge in Ring of Honor, and I think you're actually undefeated in the Premier Wrestling Experience too, aren't you?
Yeah.
So I mean, that would be a collision course right there. That'd be awesome. I hope to see it one day.
Right.
I really do.
I mean, trust me, I'm just like you. I hope it happens.
Yeah.
I heard somebody told me that that one time you said you used to idolize Razor Ramon. Is that
Yeah,
true?
and that's I definitely did. At one point of my life, I wanted to be Razor Ramon. As believable as that is, and I wanted to be him. Like when I was in high school, I dressed what I thought Razor Ramon would dress like. I walked like them. I had chains like him. I even put a toothpick and walked around in my mouth like him.
Okay.
So yeah, that statement is very true. And like one of the best moments of my life is when I actually got the chance to meet him. And I could probably say right now we're real good friends. I mean, I'm real good friends with his son, and that's that.
Speaking of that, have you wrestled Cody Hall?
Yeah, me and Cody Hall wrestled each other a few times, probably like 4 or 5 times. Okay. Hasn't been in any real big venues, so a lot of people don't know about it. But we've had good matches against each other.
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm a referee here in Atlanta, and I know you, and I've been in the back with you because I've been at shows with you. I never refereed any of your matches, but you know, I am aware of your work, and I've got to say that since I saw you a couple years ago, I think it was, and to now on Ring of Honor, I've remarked to my co-host Brian that you've really improved, you know, since those earlier matches. So whatever you're doing, I want you to keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I was wondering, you know, you were talking about that you were a big fan of Razor Ramon. Now, Razor Ramon being a singles competitor, my curiosity just spiked, and I was wondering who's your favorite tag team out there that you've always been a big fan of?
Right now, or back in the day, or
back in the day.
Definitely Animal and Hawk, the Road Warriors. I'll say that would be my number one best tag team of all time. I like the whole football gimmick they did and the whole rise of the motorcycles. I think it was one WrestleMania. I know they didn't do it all the time, but there's a few times they did it, riding the motorcycles to the ring. I like the Hardy Boys, and 3D, the Dudley Boys.
Okay.
Okay.
Speaking of partners, what is your relationship with AR Fox?
Oh, that's one of my really, really good friends. Believe it or not, AR Fox was one of the guys who actually trained me. I know Hughes trained me, but a lot of times when Hughes wasn't feeling the task of training people, he would ask AR Fox to do the dirty work for him. And I learned a lot of stuff from AR Fox, and we actually just won the SWA Brahma Cup trophy in the tag championships this past weekend.
Oh, okay. And where was that? Where's that promotion at?
That was in North Carolina, Forest City, North Carolina. They actually run all over the place in the Carolinas.
Oh, okay. All right.
What would happen? I just happen to have this thought. I know that you have the Tommy Thomas in your corner, and you have Veda in your corner. What would happen?
I don't have the Tommy Thomas.
Oh, you don't? I thought the Tommy Thomas was your manager.
At Ring of Honor?
Uh-huh.
No, that's not my manager.
Oh, it's not? Okay, wait a minute. I must have got him mixed up with somebody else.
Nah, that's definitely not my... I mean, I know Tommy, but that's not my manager.
Yeah. Who's the guy and the girl that came to the ring with you at the pay-per-view? When you fought Mark Briscoe.
Stokely Hathaway, and Veda Scott.
Okay, see, I got that guy mixed up with the Tommy Thomas. Okay, well, I'm glad you corrected that. But I wanted to ask you, what would happen? What do you think would happen if you and Jay Lethal squared off for the TV title, do you think Jay Lethal would take you down as easy as he did with Alberto Del Patron?
I'm gonna let you answer that question. What do you think will happen?
Well, I think you would get in there, and I think you would probably demolish Jay Lethal, and then if his manager tried to interfere with the book that he carries around with him, I think that you'd probably take it and probably knock him in the head, and you'd probably demolish Jay Lethal and his manager and walk out the Ring of Honor TV champion.
Well, I would go with that scenario you just laid out.
Okay.
Because that's probably what would happen.
Moose, how do you you got any tips or anything, or how do you stay in shape for for your wrestling career?
I
know you're in tremendous shape.
There's a lot of hard work. I mean, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I post quite a lot of posts of what I do when I'm in the gym. I dedicate my life to this. I work out 4 or 5 days a week. I started actually eating pretty clean in the last 4 or 5 months, and I'm seeing a lot of results in it. I've lost a lot of weight because of it, which I like. It makes me look even better and more defined. But yeah, I have a real detailed workout that I do 4 or 5 days a week, and it's a lot of hard work, man.
And I wanted to ask you.
Okay,
go ahead. Go ahead, Brian.
Okay. Okay. I have a name game really quick for you, Moose. I'm going to name 5 names, and I want you to give me your opinion of them. Okay. The first name is the Big Show.
One of the best big men in wrestling.
Okay. The second name is Brock Lesnar.
My favorite wrestler.
Okay. The third name is Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash, the coolest guy you will ever meet.
Okay. The fourth
also
name is
also a real good big man.
Awesome. The fourth name is Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley. What can I say about Bobby? I definitely was a big fan of him when in his WWE run. He's definitely he looks like a freaking machine. And I know he's a badass, actual real fighter.
Okay, and the last name is a little tricky, but Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle, one of the most entertaining characters in WWE history.
I have to agree with you on that one, and they need to actually put him on TV more. I don't know where he's been.
Right.
I heard that you're going to be coming back up here to Atlanta pretty soon for a show. Can you tell us when that is?
Yes, I know sometime in April, but I can't tell you the exact date in April because I have a lot of bookings. So I don't remember what booking is what until I get a reminder on my phone that, hey, you have this booking on this date. But I do know it's sometime in April, in mid-April. And it's with, I forgot it, I don't remember the name of the company. I just know it's in April and it's in Atlanta. I want to say it's Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment.
Right, AWE, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was your favorite faction of all time, Moose?
My favorite faction of all time. I would probably say, that's tricky. It was definitely between I don't know. I'm not gonna say the NWO because I think that's what everybody would say. Even though
Uh-huh.
I was a big fan of the NWO, but I think that it got watered down when it was freaking 50 members in the NWO.
Mhm.
I'll probably say the Four Horsemen.
Four Horsemen. Awesome. Yeah, speaking of the Four Horsemen, about, I believe it was about 2 weeks ago, we had one of the original members of the Four Horsemen on the show, Mr. Tully Blanchard.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm good friends with his daughter.
Tessa.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, she's a phenomenal athlete. I mean, she does some amazing work in the ring, and I think it's great how she's still carrying on the legacy of her dad, holding up the Four Horsemen sign, and she's got such great promos, and it seems like chemistry in the ring too.
Yeah, her promos is pretty good. But yeah, I would definitely say the Four Horsemen, so maybe even a Nation of Domination.
Awesome.
I have a question for you. I don't know if you matched up against them or not, but here in Georgia, we have what we call the Black Superman, AJ Steele. Have you ever matched up against him?
No, I haven't.
Do you know of him?
Yeah, I know of him. I know him. I've actually talked to him a few times. But no,
Yeah,
we've never worked before.
Yeah, he's a big bruiser guy too, you know. So I thought maybe you two would make a good tag team.
Really? Oh, that would be awesome.
Okay.
What are your thoughts of Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and do you hope to act one day too?
I think Dwayne The Rock Johnson is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, one of my personal favorites. Do I want to be an actor? Right now, I'm one of those guys that I focus on one thing at a time. I'm not looking to get into wrestling so it can open doors for me for other things. I want to
Uh-huh.
get into wrestling because I want to be a wrestler. So once that wrestling life is over with, then I could decide, what do Quinn want to do next. But as of right now, no, I don't really care too much about being an actor. I mean, even though there's nothing wrong with it, it's cool. You can make a ton of money doing it. But right now, I just want to focus on being the best wrestler that I can be.
Other than training and going to like the wrestling seminars, do you have any other advice or thing you'd like to impart to any younger wrestlers trying to make it in the business? Or
definitely be patient because things are not going to happen overnight.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What are your thoughts? I don't even know if you know him or not, but do you know of Freight Train from $5 Wrestling?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on him? Because we had him on the show last year, and he was quite a comedian. You know, he was very funny. But what are your thoughts of him?
Actually, I know him. I've actually met him. To be honest, I haven't. In no disrespect, I haven't seen none of his work. So I couldn't really say much on him. But I know he's a great guy outside the ring,
Okay.
though.
Okay.
Have you ever? I know you only been wrestling for a short time now, but have you done any matches overseas yet? Have you done anything overseas?
No. If it's overseas outside of Canada, I haven't.
Okay, so you were in Canada too?
Yeah, I've done a few shows in Canada, but nothing beyond Canada. No, I haven't.
Is Japan? Is that a place that you'd like to go?
Yeah, definitely. I've actually had contacts with people working out a deal to go there, but it just never fell through. So as of right now, I haven't been to Japan, but you never know. I know Ring of Honor has a great relationship with New Japan, and we'll see.
What about WWE seems to be kind of rating the ROH roster? That's what they're saying. You got any thoughts on that?
Oh no, I mean, I honestly don't. I mean, I think one guy gets signed from Ring of Honor, and now everybody's saying, "Oh, WWE's stealing all the talent." I mean, if that's the case, that's a good thing because I know everybody at one point in their life wants to wrestle for WWE. I mean, so if that's the case, I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, I guess you guys must be doing something right.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanna ask you a controversial question, Moose. It's not pertaining to you though, because we don't ask. We try not to ask our guests, any controversial question. But I just want your opinion on what are your opinions of Chris Benoit's son going into wrestling? I mean, do you think that he'll ever be able to he'll ever be able to wrestle in the United States without carrying on the past of what happened and everything? Do you think he'll ever be able to succeed?
Yeah, why not? I mean, if he's a good wrestler, then he's a good wrestler. If he has all the tools to make any of these promotions money, why not? I mean, they're probably going to change his name anyway, so nobody's going to know him as Chris Benoit's son except for the smart marks.
Yeah.
But I don't see why there would be an issue.
Okay.
A lot of wrestlers have different causes that they take up for, like stopping bullying and everything like that. Is there anything on Moose's radar that you want to talk about? That
I guess stop bullying.
Okay, well, I didn't know like some people like cancer and different things. I didn't know if there was something out there maybe you wanted to talk about.
No, not really. I'm a real chill guy. Don't like stressful situations. I'm just to myself. So, I guess don't stress Moose out.
Okay.
Love everybody. Be peaceful. Go to school. Don't bully. Be a star.
Okay.
What are your thoughts of the? Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
Okay. I was just going to ask you, what are your thoughts on the Young Bucks? Because right now, I think that they are one of, if not the greatest tag team right now in wrestling. I mean, at this point, I mean, what are and I also cannot say that without mentioning also the Dragons, Kyle O'Reilly and my mind went blank. What's his part? Bobby Fish. Yeah. My mind went blank there for a minute. I can't not mention them either. I mean, what are your thoughts of those two teams? Because I think those two teams right there are, if not the greatest tag teams right now in all of wrestling.
You're 100% right, man. I couldn't agree with you anymore. The Young Bucks are outstanding. I love watching them wrestle. I lose my mind watching them wrestle every time I see them work. And there's the same thing with the Red Dragon. I'm actually more of a bigger fan of Red Dragon. I like their style a little bit better, but I would honestly, it's weird. I think the Young Bucks are the best tag team in the world, but I'm more of a fan of Red Dragon. It's kind of saying that LeBron is the best basketball player on the planet, or I'm more of a fan of Kevin Durant.
Oh, okay.
Well, speaking of that, I wanted to ask you to follow up on that. What are your thoughts about WWE trying to, which I think is stupid, trying to copyright the Too Sweet sign and then do a video about a super kick party? I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
They did what?
What are your thoughts about WWE a while back doing a super kick party, kind of like a slap in the face to the Young Bucks, and then also trying to copyright the Too Sweet symbol that the Bullet Club holds up. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, if you think about it, it's their product, so they could do whatever they want to do with it. And honestly,
Yeah.
I don't think as good as the Young Bucks are, I don't think that whole commercial they did with the Super Kick party was a shot at the Young Bucks.
Okay.
No, I mean, I honestly don't think that at all. Like, I don't think WWE will waste. And I'm not saying this is no disrespect to the Young Bucks at all, because Nick and Matt, those I love those guys to death. But I don't think WWE will waste their time spending all this money just to take a shot at a tag team that they would probably want to sign anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was just them doing the commercial for whatever reasons they did it, but it had nothing to do with the Young Bucks. And the whole Too Sweet thing, hey, that is their company. I mean, that whole brand started with them, so why not copyright it?
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the time, and we've got about 2 minutes left. I wanted to know, did you have anything any upcoming appearances you wanted to promote, Moose?
No, the only thing I'm promoting right now is the Ring of Honor seminar. If you're a wrestler, you want to wrestle on TV and perhaps wrestle for Ring of Honor, make it to the seminar this weekend in Bristol, PA, Saturday, Sunday, and show Ring of Honor what you have. Because if you're good enough, they will pick you up.
Okay.
We want to thank you so much for being on, sir, and we hope you'll come back again in the future.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Moose.
You're very welcome. God bless. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Moose from Ring of Honor.